I ripped off my mic. I went crazy. I threw the mic at the producers. I was like, y'all got me fucked up. Like, I'm going to fuck this man up. You know what I'm saying? And outside of the show, he was dealt with. And the network wasn't pleased with it.
Ay, run it up by the morning. Only one still on it. Only one still on it. Only one still really feel the feel, getting it on. Yeah, yeah. We gotta go. We gotta go. We gotta go.
All right, welcome to the Culture Club Uncensored. I'm Osei The Dark Secret, and this is the podcast that amplifies how music influences absolutely everything. Now, our guest today is songwriter, artist, and one of the stars of Love and Hip Hop Miami, as well as Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, the one and only Ruben Khaotic McFadden.
Oh, damn.
The whole government?
That boy hit me with the split second. I thought I was getting called out in prison. That's that pack it up, McFadden. Pack it up.
Listen,
What's up,
man,
brother?
how you feel, fam?
I'm blessed, man.
Welcome, man. We got to just let the people know a true testament of resilience and transformation from starring in movies with Omar Gooding, Clifton Powell, and many others. McDonald's commercials, your entrepreneur, songwriter, artist, TV star on both Nick Cannon's Wildin' Out, as well as a creative, man. Your creative prowess extends to songwriting for other artists across major labels, as well as inspiring audiences worldwide with messages of love, authenticity, humbleness, and kindness, a rare find in today's hip-hop industry. You like that? I'm talking about you, man.
Damn, that shit sound good. That's how I am.
Yeah. I think that's you, bro.
No, I'm saying, you can, when you're living in the person, it's like you don't think about all that. But when somebody describes you for for being the person you're living in, it's like dope to hear like how I am coming from somebody else. That's amazing.
Man, congratulations, brother.
Thank you,
You
man.
deserve it, man. You done been through a lot.
Whew.
We're going to get into it. We're going to get into it. Now, before we delve into peeling back the layers, man, of your story and how you came to be the man that you are today, let's talk about the universal language that literally impacts everything that we do, the heartbeat of the culture, which is music. What were you listening to on your way over here?
Myself.
Okay.
But like when I'm not listening to myself, I listen to a variety of music. I listen to country, pop, R&B, a hint of rock and roll. It really, rap music be like the last genre of music I ride to.
Okay.
Unless it's really listening to myself, or I be listening to like a lot of old school rap. But I really be more into like pop and country music.
Okay. What's the last 3 songs on your playlist most recently?
Well, it's Smokey Robinson, Cruising.
The original, not the D'Angelo version.
Yeah, Cruising. It's this guy named Hothead. His name is Hothead. I just seen him go viral on Instagram. His name Hothead Youngin, and he got a song called Genghis Khan. That one, and then Destiny Child, Cater to You.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
those like the last 3 songs I downloaded.
That's what's up. What song gets you hyped before starting your day, or before you hit the stage? What you listen to when you need that hype, the extra fix?
Kurt Franklin, Revolution.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. That's your go-to.
That's what I come out to at my shows. So that's what I come out to. I get hyped to it. I get the crowd hyped to it. Like I start off with a gospel set.
Yeah.
And then I go into my music.
Is that how you grew up?
Yeah, when I was young, I partaked in the church. You know, when I was real young, that's really how I got in the music industry. I was like 5 or 6 years old. Me and my older brother, we did a play, a Christmas play. We had to sing the Ron DMC song. How it go?
Christmas. Hollis Cream.
Christmas, yeah, Hollis Cream.
Yeah.
We had to perform that song on Christmas at a play, and we performed it. I was Ron, my brother was DMC. We performed it, and we got a standing ovation by the whole church. And I was like 5 or 6 years old.
Yeah, that was a spark.
And I just been chasing that high ever since.
That's what's up. What's up. What song would you consider to be your life's anthem?
Ooh. If I had to say one.
Yeah.
Ooh. That's Tough, bro. Jesus, that's tough. My life anthem.
Or maybe give me a couple. You might have a few things on your soundtrack.
Iconic pop. I don't care.
Iconic pop.
Iconic pop.
Pop. Okay.
I got this feeling on a summer day when you were gone.
Okay.
I grabbed my that.
They wouldn't expect that from you.
Nico and Vince.
Oh.
Am I wrong?
Am I wrong?
Tupac, Until the End of Time. And Bruno Mars, 24 Karat Magic.
Not bad selections, brother. Now with hits like Dime Piece and These Hoes for Everybody, collaborations with heavyweights like Rick Ross, Kevin Gates, and YFN Lucci. What was that like? You know, obviously Lucci's going through what he's going through. Y'all in communication.
Yeah, free Lucci. That's my boy. You know what I'm saying? Lucci always the homie. He always showed love. Has always been love. Me and Lucci linked up actually 10 years ago. That was 10 years ago. 2014 when we linked up and did the These Hoes for Everybody record. So my first single was Dime Piece. That was like my first real breakthrough single. And that's the one that Rick Ross jumped on. And it was just about me having a dime piece. I was like, do the math on a woman that you with, and if she don't add up to a dime, then you ain't got a 10. And I had a dime piece at that time, and I was popping in the community in Miami, and Ross came and jumped on it, amplified the record, made it bigger, and I was going into my next single. I was going to actually do a song called Taste Buds as my next single, and then I got my heart broke. And then when I got my heart broke, it went from me having a dime piece to These Hoes being for everybody.
So she influenced that?
Huh?
Did she influence?
No, you know what's crazy? The girl who I did dime piece about, I broke her heart with the girl that broke my heart.
Did you look at it like karma?
Of course. Because I ended up dropping a song after that called Bad Karma.
Yeah, man. As far as Ross, I mean, he just was inspired. Did y'all have a relationship?
Yeah, no. At that time, Ross was jumping on everybody's songs in Miami that was hot. If you got something going, if you had a buzz, Ross was coming to jump on it. Okay. And that's what I could say. That's what I liked about Ross during that time. If you got hot in the city of Miami, he was coming, and he was going to jump in your song, give you that feature, give you the video, show you love, to amplify it. So it was just him doing his due diligence as, one of the major artists in the game in Miami, giving back to the other up and coming artists.
That's what's up. Name some of your biggest musical influences and how have they shaped your style as an artist, as a rapper?
My brother, Pitch Black. Free Pitch Black. He got 30 years in prison. My brother, my cousin, Yak. These guys from my neighborhood called Piccolo, Deathlock, and rest in peace, DeVito No Shake, Chaos. These was all like the older guys out of my neighborhood. I'm from over town. So these was like Zany. Zany was actually the guy in my neighborhood that gave me my name, Khaotic. So I was like the young dude, 13, 14, that hung around all the OGs. Like all the older guys who was in their 20s and 30s. When I was 13, I used to run for them. I used to hustle at that age. And I used to sell drugs at that age, and I used to be the runner too. Like they send me to the store, whatever. But I knew how to rap at that age. So all the older guys took a liking to me, and they let me hang out with them. And all of them was rappers at that time in my community. So my big brother, he was a rapper. I remember the first time I was coming home from middle school. My big brother was on the back porch with my cousin Yak, and they was back there smoking, and they was doing music. And when I came back there, my brother passed me the blunt. I'm only 14. I hit the blunt, I'm high as hell. He put the beat on. I went to freestyling on the beat. Yeah. The freestyle was so hard, he gave me a pen and pad and was like, now go in the house and write that down. You know what I'm saying? And I was writing music ever since.
And that's where it jumped off.
Yeah, so far as like those were the people that was around me that influenced me. But far as the people in the game, I always was influenced by like Raw, not Ross, Tupac, Ross, Trick, Jay-Z, Wayne, you know, all them T.I.s, Jadakiss, all them, like from the rap side, all those guys, all them really influenced. That era of music, just the early 2000s and the 90s era of music influenced me outside of, you know, my brother and the people in my community.
Man. Overtown, I've heard a lot about it.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's historic. I heard Muhammad Ali used to live out there.
Yeah.
Or stay out there when he
Yeah.
was out there.
So Overtown, it's a part of Overtown where back in the days when you know, it was a lot of segregation and stuff like that. Black people couldn't stay like downtown Miami, or they couldn't stay on the beach. So the first neighborhood there is when you coming from off the beach or downtown is my neighborhood. Overtown, that's the first ghetto. And that's where they all used to have to come stay at, Overtown. But it was drug infested. So that's where they come get all the stars that like to get high, and you come right there. That's why they love living there. You come live Overtown, you get your drugs, your whole 9 yards, you know what I'm saying? Overtown, yeah.
With that said, man, I know you've had a pretty interesting upbringing. What was your formal journey into hip-hop like, getting to this place?
The transition.
When did it become official?
It came official, I would say, because I've always been popular. When I was like 15, 16, I was viral within the community. My neighborhood Overtown, I've always been a star. I'm a legend coming out of my neighborhood. So I feel like I ignited as a teenager in my neighborhood. Even though I was still in the streets and in and out of jail and in and out of like my frustrated youth era, you understand what I'm saying? I still feel like I ignited at that time, because when I was a teenager, the influence that I had as a teenager was crazy.
On everybody around you?
On everybody around me, on everybody in my community, the people in my city, even in Miami. It wasn't just in my community, it was in Miami too. So the influence that I had as a teenager was like prolific. Like, you know what I'm saying? The older, I always had grown men looking up to me, and I was a kid.
That's a lot of influence.
Exactly.
That's a lot of influence. Now, you've transformed your look over the years now.
Yeah.
I know, you know, the dreads out of Miami are very specific. They called wicks.
They call wicks.
So you cut your wicks off, took out the gold grill.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Lost weight. What,
Yeah.
what sparked all of this? Why?
So 6 years ago, in 2018, I went completely sober. I've been sober since 2018. And I was still like dread-headed, gold teeth, and cause I was still kind of like 1 foot in, 1 foot out of the street still. And fast forward after the pandemic and everything like that, I wanted to start like expanding my acting career, cause in 2018 was the first time I got on TV. That was Love and Hip Hop Miami. And I did 1 season on Love and Hip Hop Miami and got kicked off. I got kicked off because somebody on the show played with me and seen. And
when you say played with you, what you mean?
like, I didn't have no drama on the show. So there was one guy on the show that wanted some, like, I guess I wasn't aware that people feed off the drama. Like, I knew there was drama, but I'm like, I don't got no drama. I'm cool with everybody. Trick, Trent, I'm good with everybody. So it was this one guy on there that he like tried me. And outside of the show, you know what I'm saying, I ripped off my mic. I went crazy. I threw the mic at the producers. I was like, y'all got me fucked up. Like, I'm going to fuck this man up. You know what I'm saying? And outside of the show, he was dealt with. And his chain got taken and a lot of stuff like that. And the network wasn't pleased with it. So they kind of like pulled the plug on me after that season.
You would be problematic for him.
Yeah, so I went like the next couple years I wasn't on TV. You know what I'm saying? I was back on Instagram and YouTube and stuff like that. I was back still doing my music and things like that, still being an entrepreneur, but the TV element was gone. Fast forward, I end up setting up a lot of business in Miami, and I felt like I peaked out. Okay, I got business, got a little real estate here. It's time for me to like get out here in the world and go do some more stuff, because I always wanted to get back on TV, get back into acting. So I took a chance and moved back to Atlanta. And when I moved back to Atlanta, I was like, yo, I'm gonna move to Atlanta. This was the top of 2022. I said, I'm gonna move back to Atlanta and I'm gonna take out my goals. I never planned on cutting my hair. I was like, I'm gonna take out my goals and I'm gonna get back into acting. Tyler Perry studio up there, Love Hip Hop Atlanta. I'm gonna get in where I fit in somewhere. So I took out the goals and I moved up here. I got to Atlanta, and when I got to Atlanta and I had my goals out, I was like, you know what? I should get in shape too, because like I got this pretty smile. I need to have the body to go with the smile. So boom, I got in the gym. So the whole 2022, I was in the gym getting fit.
This during COVID, coming out of it.
This was coming out of COVID. Yeah. So then, by the time another thing was I was facing a charge that I was out on bond for 5 years.
What was the charge?
High-speed chase, possession of a firearm by a convicted felon, resisting arrest without violence, fleeing the scene of an accident with bodily injury. So I was out on bond for all that for 5 years. That happened in 2018. Same year I got kicked off Love and Hip Hop. So it was tough in 2018, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I got kicked off Love and Hip Hop. And that was only because of my PTSD, because I had a unmarked police car following me and I didn't know that it was the police. So
you was anointed.
I was anointed out. I put him on a high-speed chase out.
Now, were you high at this time too? Were you high?
I was sober.
Okay.
But my mind was so, I suffered from a lot of PTSD from a lot of stuff that I went through. So still to this, I got full, like a great amount of control over it now, but I still always play my reviews, always watch my back when I'm leaving anywhere, because I done been shot at and shot inside cars like several times. So the taking out the goals was, you know, because I wanted more opportunity in TV and I felt like the goals would limit me. Getting in shape was to look better, to be a better look of a choice of a person that they would want to put in something, because I'm in shape, I look good, whatever. But then the dreads, I went to trial January 2023, and my lawyer was like, I think like, it'd be a good idea if you walked in the courtroom, minus the dreads. You look good, you look fit, you look healthy, you got the goals out. If you go, from 5 years ago to now, you've been out on bond 5 years. If you walk in the courtroom looking like a totally different person, I think that this would, help us in trial, because they was trying to send me back to prison.
How many years were you facing?
10. So it was like, shit, I was spooked. Like, I'm like, you know what? People think that it was like, oh, I cut my hair because spiritual reasons or whatever. No, I had to go to trial.
Yeah.
So I just was like, that was the last element of cleaning it up. And then when I cut my hair, I posted a picture of me with my hair cut, with my body, shirt off, smiling, pearly whites. Went viral.
It was over?
Went viral.
How your DMs go from there?
Bro, Rihanna in my DMs still.
Stop. Come on,
I left
man.
on red. Beyonce left on red.
Ho. We ain't gonna run over this like that, Khaotic.
What you talking about?
Rihanna was in your DMs.
Rihanna, Beyonce, Kim Kardashian, Big Lotto, like all them, like every girl, like, and I not just ignored it, because I'm like, come on, all y'all got husbands, all y'all married, like Sierra, all them in my DM right now. I left them on red, because it was like, come on, why y'all doing this? Megan Good, Lisa Ray, Nia Long, who else was in my DM? SZA, who else was in my DM? Angela Bassett, bro.
Not the Black Panther.
Trying to get her groove back. Yeah. So cause I know all these women is married or got boyfriends or husbands. So I really just left them all on scene.
Hold on. But you thought about it a little bit.
Yeah, I thought about it. It crossed my mind, but I just, I knew they only wanted one thing.
Hold on, Khaotic. What's the one thing? What was they after?
My body. It was after me. They wanted me. They wanted to utilize me. You know what I'm saying? They wanted to utilize me for their own selfish reasons. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't here for that. You know what I'm saying?
Bruh, Khaotic, listen, man. Just hearing your story, what you faced, did you ever think you needed therapy after, you talked about post-traumatic stress. You've been shot close to 30 times.
Well, I've been shot 17 times.
So 17 bullets?
Yeah, 17 bullets. The first time I got shot 15 times in an abandoned apartment.
So wait, and you still here?
Yeah.
Where did you get hit?
Well, I got like 7 times in one leg, 6 times in one leg, the back, the scalp, the face. Yeah, I got my hospital records. Like, it'll tell you I got hit in the face, the scalp, the back, the bilateral thighs. And you know what's crazy? No bullet hit a man's artery. It's crazy.
What did you think about your life at that point, spiritually?
When I was actually when it happened, I got set up by a girl. And I'm thinking I'm going to her crib to hit. At that time, I used to drink, so I'm drunk off the Hennessy. I actually had a bottle of Hennessy in this hand. I had a bottle of Hennessy in this hand. I had my scrap right here on this hip. And when I told the girl I was there outside, she was like, the door unlocked. She just gave me the apartment number and said the door unlocked. I got out the car and I just walked in the apartment. When I walked in, it was pitch black dark in that bitch. So I'm like, man, what the fuck? I remember saying, like, what the fuck? And as soon as I said, what the fuck, somebody grabbed me from the back. Like, wrapped their arms around me from the back like this. So when they grabbed me from the back, the bottle that was in my hand, I dropped it immediately. Boom, the bottle dropped, and I went in stealth mode. Like, the person was taller than me. So when they grabbed me, they grabbing me up here. This was still movable. So the first thing I did was grab my scrap off my hip. And as I'm doing it, it was like all up in one motion. Nigga, I seen the nigga coming out the hallway like floating. He wasn't walking. He was floating. The nigga looked like the Grim Reaper. He was floating. And in my mind, I knew who that was. You feel me? I'm like, oh yeah, this is Lucifer. You know what I'm saying? Me and Lucifer was beefing. That was the devil himself. And he came floating down that hallway and I dropped his ass. Bam, bam. And down go Lucifer. And when he dropped, the guy that was holding me from the back, he pushed me. Like, he let me go and push me. And when he pushed me, that's where I didn't even see nobody over here. But it was somebody over there, because I felt the bullet hit this leg first. When I got pushed, boom, that first bullet, pow, hit that leg, nigga. It was really an out-of-body experience, because I didn't feel the pain. I didn't actually feel the pain. It was like my body went numb, bro. It was like, I'm just feeling the shock. I'm not knowing what's going on. My gun is no longer in my hand. The last thing I remember saying was, all right, I'm dead. I'm like, all right, I'm dead. Like, that's what I said. I'm dead, all right. Like, nigga, that's it. I'm dead. Don't shoot me no more. And I blacked out. From there, I blacked out. A neighbor in the apartment building said how they found me hanging outside of the door of the apartment. This is why I say life is crazy. The spirit, God, is how I know all of this is real. It's how I know God is real. Bro, I don't never even remember. I blacked out. How was I trying to climb out the apartment? I don't even think I climbed out the apartment. I think I was placed outside the apartment for somebody to find me. Like, hanging out the door of the apartment. That's how I was found.
So did you feel as if when you blacked out, before blacking out, did you think pretty much, I'm dead?
That's what I said. I said it out my mouth. I'm like, all right, I'm dead. I said that. That was my last words. Then boom, I blacked out.
And do you remember anything while you were blacked out at all?
Bro, I was in black. Nigga, the next thing I remember from black was me getting rolled inside of the hospital, and I heard a police officer asking me. I knew it was the police because what they asked me, who you know who did this to you? You know who did this to you? You know who did this to you? And then I blacked out again. And then the next day is when I actually, I think 2 days later, I woke up in the hospital.
You ever met 50?
50 Cent? No. Not. I've been around him, but actually shook his hand and met him, no.
It's just interesting to hear you tell the story about bouncing back from that. And obviously he's probably one of the most famous artists that has been through something similar. So
I got a song that I just released, me and my cameraman. We just shot a little video for it, and on a song I say, I took 17 shots, more than 50 in Pac, and still made it off the block. You feel me? Like, it was one point in time within 2 or 3 years of my life, nigga, every car I had was getting shot up. Like, I'm leaving the club, like, because I was really in the streets. Like, I'm this funny character, like, I'm just so free-spirited and so fun and so jokey and happy, bro, because people don't understand, like, I always had personality. I always was funny. I always was wild, but I was in the streets, and I was missing my calling. I was trying to do the devil's work opposed of being on my calling because what I come from. And my brother, my cousins, everybody. My brother got 30 years. My brother got 4 bodies. My brother had 40 charges when he went to jail. Armed robberies, assaults. Nigga, my brother had a line that looked like the club of witnesses outside the courtroom when he went to court. Like this real life shit. Same daddy, same mother type shit. My cousin, the same cousin. The same people who I'm telling you inspired me with the music industry, both got life sentences right now. My cousin got a murder. He got a life sentence. My brother get out 2036. My cousin get out, I think, 2034. You know what I'm saying? Both of them been down 18, 19 years. You dig what I'm saying? So it's like, this shit is not like what I really come from that shit. Like, what niggas really be rapping about, the drilling, bro, nigga really do come from that. You understand what I'm saying? But I don't walk around glorifying it. I just, now at this point in life, I just like, it ain't even nothing to glorify for me. It's like I've been through it. I speak on it. I let people know where I come from, so they can understand. Like it probably help you understand me better. Why I'm so fun. Why I don't give a fuck. Why I'm like I am. Nigga, I used to my car, bro. I left the club one time. Nigga shot my car up. Nigga, me and Ball Greaves was in the car one time. A rapper from Miami. Me and him stopped fucking with each other because he almost died in the car with me. Nigga dropped the rip when me and him was in the car. You feel what I'm saying? Then one time I'm on the expressway, nigga hit the car with 30 shots. My homeboy Snell got hit 2 times in the back. My producer, Mark Wolf, he was driving, white boy. God, by the grace of God, he didn't get hit. And I got hit in the knee and the foot, right? Well, I'm gonna tell you just a quick story about this shooting. We was leaving finger licking in Miami in the parking lot, right? My homeboy, he was like, it was 3 of us. First of all, I met my producer at finger licking. I was in a Mustang, a small car, with one of my other homies. My other homie needed, this is why it's like, it's a blessing to not be selfish. If I would have been selfish that day, I would have been dead. My homeboy needed to use the Mustang, which was my car at the time, because he had to go and do like a Junkanoo show, and he ain't had no ride. And my other homeboy, Mark and Snell, we was all gonna go to the studio. So I was like, all right, Ronnie, you could take the Mustang, and I'm gonna jump in the truck with Mark and Snell. It was a big truck, one of them 4Runners. So Snell was like, get in the front, K. I'm like, nah, I'm good. I'll get in the back, bro. I ain't gotta be in the front. I'm gonna lay back in the back and play on my phone. Bomb. Fast forward, we leave finger licking. As soon as we get on the expressway, you know how you got a exit is like a mile, right? From one exit to another exit is like a mile. Bro, they was shooting at that car from one exit. From the time we got on that expressway to the next exit. From 95th Street all the way to 79th Street, they was shooting at that car. I'm talking about bump, 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 bump. Nigga, the car was giving out. And it was like slowing down, about to stop. And I'm like, drive. I told Mark, I'm like, nigga, drive. And he hit the gas again, and that bitch pushed up off of, like, kept going, and we got off the expressway. Bomb. When we get off the expressway, it's crazy. Right when we get off the expressway, it's a police station right there. When we get off the expressway, we jump out the car, white boy, Mark Wolf, he get on the phone and call 911. We in front of the police station, idiot. Why are you calling 911? Well, that's my white friend. You know, white people, we just got shot at him. You know what I'm saying? He hysterical. He don't know what to do. I go to the front seat. My dog Snail like, bro, I'm shot. I lean him up. He hit 2 times in the back. He like, bro, I think I'm finna black out. I say, no, you not. Like, chill out. I'm like, Mark, hang up the fucking phone and come talk to Snail. Keep him going. You feel me? So he talking to Snail. I jumped the gate of the police department gate, ran all the way to the door of it, banged on the door, told him, you know, my friend out there shot. My adrenaline rushing so bad, they had to drive through the parking lot to go to where we was at. Instead of me getting in the car, then to drive to the parking lot, I ran back through the parking lot again and was finna jump over the gate to go back, but the gate open. So they got us. The ambulance ended up pulling up, and that's when I noticed that the ambulance actually noticed the blood from my knee and my shoe, and seeing that I had got shot. So I had got shot again twice, one in the foot and one in the knee. So I got shot 2 times in this knee before, and when they told me that, that's when I started hurting. I'm like, oh shit, I'm shot.
It's a miracle.
So it was like, but imagine this, if I wouldn't have gave my homeboy the Mustang and I would have drove in the Mustang by myself, like I was gonna do, they would have chopped that Mustang up to pieces. Mm-hmm. And I would have been driving. And I would have.
Do you think that, so your boy that got hit twice in the back, is he still walking?
Yeah, he good.
Wow.
He good.
That's a miracle.
He good. You know what's crazy? He got hit 2 times in the back, the same places I got hit in the back.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? And one, I got a bullet still in my spine right now. Well, not in my spine, but like right there by my spine.
Why did they want you so bad? What was it?
Well, bro, I was, you know, you know how they say you live by the gun, you die by the gun. You understand what I'm saying? So I always talk about what people done to me or tried to do to me, but I never talk about what I done. You know what I'm saying? Because certain things I done is just what I done. You know what I'm saying? And not just what I done, but what the people around me done. You know, like my brother did a lot of shit. My cousin, my homeboys did a lot of shit. I did a lot of shit. So, you know what I'm saying? What your crew do falls back on you too. So it was a collection of things I done, things the people around me did. Shit, bro, we were just like we was living, bro. Like it was and then my brother was in prison. My brother had went to jail, went to prison and all at this time. So it's really me and my little crew now. There ain't no more brother, cousin, these niggas. It's me. I got to stand on my own team. And I stood on my own team.
That's amazing, man. It's really you're in a blessed position to be here, man. When did you get the tatted on you?
It was crazy. When I was locked up, right? So first this was a Jesus cross. So I had the Jesus cross because I felt like I had been crucified. You feel me? I felt like I died for other people's sins. And I came back to life. When I was in that apartment and I blacked the fuck out, I came back to life. So I felt like I died and came back to life. So I put the cross of crucifixion right there on my temple. And then that's what when the bullet hit my face, it like hit all across here. So then when I got locked up, and that's another thing, I've been in and out of jail my whole life. I'm actually a habitual. So if I go to jail right now, they gonna want the maximum. I can go to jail for suspended license. If suspended license carry a year in jail, they'll give me a year in jail for that. Cause I'm a habitual. Like my shit fucked up. You feel me? So, on one of my journeys in being locked up, I educated myself. I had some brothers that educated me and enlightened me on a lot of things, as far as my religious views and on religion and things of that nature. And I just forfeited all religion. You feel me? And I knew that the Ankh represented life. Everlasting life, new life, the creation of life, life in general. So I felt like when I died and I came back to a new life. You feel what I'm saying? I came back like everlasting life. Like, you know, energy don't die. I feel like we'll leave the flesh, but we still live on. So that's what made me put the Ankh on my head, because it's like life. It symbolizes life, and I am life. I'm gonna live forever. My energy ain't never gonna die. My flesh go back to the earth from where it came from, but my energy will never die.
Being in reality television, of course, Love and Hip Hop being a part of that franchise, how much do you think it helped your career?
Let me say something. When you ask me about my religious beef, I needed to elaborate on that. Like, I am insanely insane. Like, my belief in God, my higher power, in myself, in the universe, and in people is insane. Like, it's insane. Like, I believe that we can do any. I believe that I can make you levitate right now if I put my mind to it. I feel like I can make you lift up out that seat and touch that ceiling. That's how crazy my belief is within me and the God that I serve. You feel me? And the reason that I forfeited religion was because I can't marginalize my God, and I won't compartmentalize him. It's like what I view as my God. One book from Genesis to Revelations cannot describe the existence of humanity, the universe, and my God. It's impossible. Because I can't even graduate high school off of one book. I can't even get a diploma with one book. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like, how am I going to just base the creation of me? Look out this window. Look at that, bro. Look out this window, bro. How could you like it is no limit on, you know what I'm saying? So my belief is insane, and I got crazy faith, insane faith. So, and not just in God, but in myself too, because me and God is one. If God got these powers, what you think I got? If that's the God that created me, what you think I got?
Indeed.
So I just more veered away from religion and just more tapped into spirituality, manifestation, the law of attraction, good karma, bad karma, good versus bad. I like a lot of teachings from Buddhism, like peace and you know what I'm saying, humbleness and just love. Just love.
That's what's up. That's what's up, Khaotic. I wouldn't expected that from you. I'm glad you elaborated on
so
that.
I had to go. No, I had to dig in. Somebody really, that text was about some money. That's why I had to. I said, let me get this. Let me let them know. Hey, I'm doing the podcast right now. Hold that little check from you.
I appreciate that, brother.
Yeah, but no, that's you know, that's like when it comes down to the countdown, bro. I get up every morning. I got my own anointment oil. Like, you know what I'm saying? And you know what's crazy? I still go to church. I'm not against going to church. I'm not against no religion that nobody practices. I just studied religion. You understand what I'm saying? I studied the Quran. I studied the Holy Bible. I studied the Torah when I was locked up. And I just feel like I don't got nothing against nobody religion. I just feel like my God is bigger than that. But I'm not against that. I still go to church and gather with people because it's all the same. We all talking to God. You feel me? So it's like, I ain't got nothing against you if you Christian, Muslim, whatever. Long as you're not worshiping the devil or evil, my nigga, you my brother.
How much reality is actually in reality TV? How realistic is it?
Okay, so with reality TV, it's with what I know and see from relationships and stuff like that, I would tell you reality TV is real and it's people reality to a certain extent. I would say it's modified reality TV, or it is exaggerated reality TV. Because a lot of the storylines and what people go through be like what my boy Scrappy going through is real. With his wife and his divorce and a lot of that and a lot of the cheating and stuff that you see people do on reality TV be real. But then some of the stuff is storyline. And it's not the producers per se. Or the producers will probably know, but they would play it as if they don't. It'd be more sometimes the cast members, you know, they'll want to add something on to their storyline to spike it up or whatever. I did it. I've spiked up my storyline. Like one time, me and Erica was
Banks, right?
yeah, me and Erica Banks, we was going through it in real life, really beefed out. But in scene, we was like, oh, we super in love. And in the back of our mind, like I couldn't stand her, she couldn't stand me at that moment. But when we was in front of that camera, we ain't give them that. You know what I'm saying? So, but reality, for the most part, the storylines of what people going through be real.
Okay.
What they be going through, it be real, but sometimes the way they go about it, sometimes be a little bullshit.
Okay.
The reactions sometimes be bullshit. You know what I'm saying?
Appreciate you enlightening us on that.
Yeah.
It's important, you know. And I'm going to come back to Erica in a minute. Is there a boundary doing reality television that you won't allow to be crossed?
For sure.
And what is it?
So I'm not gonna be on TV disrespecting no women. I don't like to be on there arguing with the women. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not finna be on there cussing no woman out. Pussy ass bitch and all that. Even if that's something that I do in real life. And not saying I would, but I think everybody done cussed a woman out before, just like every woman done cussed a man out before. But I'm not gonna be on, because I don't want to promote that to the world like that. That's what I'm on. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not really for. That's a good book.
Which one?
Marcus Garvey. Yeah, so I don't want to. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But I don't want to. I don't want to defamate nobody's character. Period. Like I don't want to tear nobody down. That's just like I don't want, because that's just so common in reality TV. I don't want to, but it sometimes comes to territory. Like I got a show, me and Scrappy got our own spinoff that we did with Now That's TV. It's called Pick a Side. On there, I'm kind of being like a little mean and, you know, like being harsh on the girls because it's a dating show and we got 15 girls in the house apiece that want to date us, and they coming at me all type of different ways. And I'm being a little mean to them because it's like, hey, you want to come to me trying to sell me I don't want your body. Put that up. Take your titties, put them up. Take your ass, put some clothes on. Like so, I don't feel like I'm defamating their character. I feel like I'm chastening them. I feel like I'm chastising them, like letting them know, like, bruh, this ain't that and that ain't this. You want to get to me, you need to know me. You don't know that I like Marcus Garvey books. You don't know that James Patterson is one of my favorite authors. You know what I'm saying? You don't know that The Coldest Winter Ever is one of my favorite books, and Behold a Pair of Horses is one of my favorite books. You don't know that I like art. You know what I'm saying? But you want to come up in here on this show and just try to sexualize me. So I'm snapping on them. I'm like Major Payne on my show. Like Scrappy more the nice guy on the show. Me, I'm like rough.
So, you know, with that, speaking of dating, man, now is it true you got a child on the way with Spice? Is that accurate? I saw the setup, man, on the show.
So remember when I tell you, like, when people do stuff, sometimes we don't lie. We just over-exaggerate. We play with people's brains.
Okay.
So sometimes you can know that you can throw stuff out there in the media and it just goes viral when it plays with people's brain. So sometimes you do stuff just to play with people's brain. And me and Spice, I love Spice. That's my dog. We just did that to play with the people's brain.
Okay.
But you know what's crazy? When I go to Jamaica, every time I'm in Jamaica, they treat me like royalty because I'm Spice baby father.
That's what's up.
They think I was the baby father.
I mean, can we ask the question, have you had any of the spices?
Spice ain't put it on me.
Okay.
If she would, I probably would have been speaking patois.
Understood.
Permanently.
Now, speaking of that, different love languages. I heard that you was in the Blue Flame with Trina, the baddest. Is that accurate? Listen, hey, we try to do our research now, Khaotic. I just want to know if you was talking another language when you was in the back of the Blue Flame with Trina. No, that's not. We clearing that up.
We clearing that up.
Okay, that's fine. Hey man, I gotta ask because you a superhero. A lot of us.
Yeah, no,
Okay?
definitely.
Okay.
But I one thing about me, I've had my fair share of some of the most beautiful, prolific women in the universe.
Yeah. Well, you talked about those DMs, man.
Yeah, I've had my fair share with some of those beautiful women in the universe, and shout out to every woman that experienced me, and every woman that I experienced. It's an amazing thing to experience a person. I think experiencing a person is better than loving a person, because when you experiencing a person, I don't think you put the love or the conditions that you would put on a person when you loving them. You know what I'm saying? People say unconditional love, but does unconditional love even exist? Because we really love conditionally. You loving a person based off of, how they treat you or how y'all situation set up. But I think when you're experiencing a person, you don't have the expectations to do nothing but experience them and enjoy the moment that you're in with them.
Okay.
So I'm just right now more into experiencing people until, the right love stumbles across me.
Understood.
So I'm just experiencing people.
So Erica Banks, y'all dated. How did that come about?
She's a great experience. Erica Banks is a great experience. She's a great girl, talented as hell. Of course, we got different views on life.
What broke that up? Meaning, when you get into this high profile type of relationship and you trying to figure your way, and she's doing her thing as an artist as well.
It's me not being able to be serious with her. So she think that I play too much. Like, she think I don't take nothing serious. She think I'm a joke. She think I'm a whore. You understand what I'm saying? She think I'm just a whore ass nigga that's play all day and don't take nothing serious. But that's her reason. But my reason is you don't activate that person. You don't activate that side of me. Yeah. Like you don't act like I want to change my name. I want to, like, I'm that's something that I'm looking into. Like, you don't activate, like, I want to be like an Alameda Akisi Masoi. Like, you don't tap into that side of me. You understand what I'm saying?
Tell everybody who that is. I mean, you can't just roll that in there, Khaotic, and not say. Tell
Alameda Akisi Masoi is a friend of mine that passed away, and he was just like one of the most intelligent people I knew personally. And he educated me on a lot of stuff. He the one that pushed me on my wokeness. You understand what I'm saying? And he was older than me. So he was like because I didn't grow up with my father, so he was more like a father figure to me. So I always wanted to be named after him than be named after like my father. I don't even want that. I don't want the last name of my father. I don't even want my first name because it don't got no meaning. I'm so much more prolific than the name my mama even gave me. What the fuck is a Reuben McFadden? Like, the only thing that I feel like is prolific about that last name McFadden is tied into McFadden and Whitehead, and I think I'm descendants of them. You understand what I'm saying? But Reuben, that name, like, if you really think where Reuben come from the Bible. Reuben was the oldest son of the brothers, of the 12 brothers, and only thing Reuben ever really did was when him and all the brothers was selling Joshua to the Egyptians, he was the only one that didn't want to do it. He was the one that didn't want to betray his brother, and I could feel like that about myself because I'm the same way. I never betrayed my brother, but that's just not prolific enough for me. Like if you was gonna go get me a name out the Bible, you should have got Jesus Christ. You should have got Abraham. You should have got Moses. Melchizedek or one of them. Job. You know what I'm saying? Give me somebody. Give me one of them guys.
That's a very interesting perspective, man. And getting to know you through this conversation is definitely appreciated. Talk to me about Sukihana. She's got a very different personality. That y'all dated as well. Like you got some real. It's some extremes there.
Me and Suki was a vibe. Like
that. What kind of experience was that?
Early on in her career, Suki is a really sweet person. What a lot of people don't understand about Suki is she, like what you see on the internet, this wild girl, crazy girl on baddies. She be snapping. She's so unapologetic. She really like that, but she is really a sweetheart, really a loving girl. Like, you might look at her and see some of the stuff she's saying and think like, oh, she just this ratchet, I don't give a fuck type of girl or whatever. Man, Suki is a sweetheart. Like a pure fucking sweetheart. Softer than goddamn whoopee cushion for people that she care about. You understand what I'm saying? Very compassionate. You feel me? But at the end of the day, she understands marketing, she understands promotion, she understands how to build a brand. And she just so dope at doing what she do. That's why she's succeeding how she's succeeding. And her consistency, she stayed down. No matter what, she's been through a lot. She stayed down. And she was like one of the most, out of all the women I talked to in my life, she was one of the most dopest, prolific women that I ever encountered in my life. You know what I'm saying? Believe it or not. And people just look at her from her ratchet side with it. And I love Suki forever. And we actually got a record out called Princess Treatment. And that's what I love about her. Like, no matter how big she got, or no matter how big I got, no matter nothing, like, if I called the Suki, I need you to come, we gonna work. And we got a dope song out called Princess Treatment.
I know you talked about Suki, and you really gave her a lot of praise in terms of just
I love
how
her.
that, yeah. So that's a real statement. What's up with this poly perspective, the poly lifestyle for you? Suki, was she down?
Polyester.
Polyamorous.
No, it's polyester. For me, it's polyester because I wear them out. So, Suki would never be down for poly unless, the world changes her into that direction. But me personally, I believe that every woman is in a poly relationship, knowingly or unknowingly. Because if you got a man that's cheating on you with another woman, that's poly. He dealing with you and other people. You just don't know you in a poly. But you're in a poly relationship. But me, I'm definitely never opposed to poly. I would love, you gotta understand, I'm a king from the motherland. We was never, I'm gonna say this quick. When God blessed Abraham with more descendants than grain of sand on the beach, in order for him to bless him with that many descendants, he had to be able to be fruitful and multiply. And in order to be able to be fruitful and multiply, he had to have many wives. The game has changed. Like they're controlling us, the population of us, because they don't want to be overpopulated. So they put all these rules and regulations. The government, this U.S. government, put all these rules and regulations in a play, and they reprogrammed our black women mind and our black kings mind to think that if a man got a whole bunch of kids with a whole bunch of baby mamas, ew, that's disgusting, and he don't take care of all his kids. But really, that's how you're supposed to be. The man supposed to have multiple wives with multiple kids, and he's supposed to take care of all of them. And the way he's supposed to take care of all of them is not by dripping them all in designer, but by teaching them how to fish, teaching them how to build, teaching them how to be a man. And the mother's supposed to teach the women how to cook, how to clean, and teach them how to be a woman. And that's how we be fruitful and multiply and have strength in numbers. But, white America took that away from us.
Have any of the women that you dated, what would Erica say? What are some of the women in your DMs?
Well, Erica right now is, because me and her was just having a conversation on this recently. Like, we thinking about, like, tapping in. Because we thinking about working on us. We was talking about working on us, and then, she was like, well, since I ain't been, dealing with you, I've been dealing with girls. And then she was like, I got a little girlfriend. And I was like, well, your girlfriend need to be my girlfriend. And then she was like, well, if you act right.
We can talk about it?
Yeah.
How did that make you feel?
That made me feel like a king. That made me feel like I'm about to be fruitful and multiply and have as many as descendants as grain of sand on the beach.
Okay. What's the pros and cons of a poly relationship?
The pros and cons. If you can't afford a poly, then you're gonna be stressed out because one woman is expensive. Maintaining one woman is a very expensive thing. So to be able to maintain two women, you gotta have your shit together. Mm. And it's just gonna be double. It's just double everything. So it's double the headache, double the stress, double the affection, double the love, double the sex drive. You just got to be a real man to be able to deal with that. You know what I'm saying? You got to be a king to be able to maintain that type of lifestyle.
Indeed. Khaotic.
Yes, sir.
Truth or taste, man. This is a segment we have here on the Culture Club Uncensored, and we love to break bread with our guests during every episode. So we incorporate cultural foods. Some of them you may know, some you may not. You from Miami, so I know you've seen some of everything. Are you up for a mystery meal?
Of course. I'm a little hungry anyway.
Okay. All right. Well, go ahead and, take that off.
All right.
Let's talk about it. Now, I'm going to go ahead and explain some things to you, make sure you're good. Now, you look a little nervous now.
No, I ain't. Listen, I done ate a girl butt before, so this is a breeze.
All right, so what we got here? We got cow foot and some tripe, okay? We got snail right here, all right? And then we got trophy. Now that's turkey tail right there, okay? And of course, this right here in the middle, just in case you didn't know, is jollof rice.
Okay.
You knew?
I know about the jollof rice.
You know about the jollof?
All right, so I done sucked a woman's toes before, so cow foot might not be that bad. Let me see what the cow foot do, because I done sucked some toes. Is it just fat or is it meat?
See, I don't even indulge. Khaotic.
What am I?
Tripe is.
Is this fat or is this meat?
Man,
So is this the cow foot too?
Yeah, it's cut up. It's chopped up. Couldn't quite do it. Truth or taste, man.
The sauce is banging. The sauce is banging, right? But it's like, I don't know what that is. It's like, what am I chewing on?
Gristle? It tastes like
bone gristle.
Okay.
Yeah, that's not it. Like
that,
it's no meat. That's like fat, and I don't like fattening food. Like, so I be watching my fat intake. So I ain't cow foot. Ain't nothing like female foot. So I pass. Let me see what this jollof rice is like.
What's your experience with jollof been like?
Oh, jollof rice always been fire.
Okay.
See, the jollof rice always been on point. And you say this rat tail? What kind of tail is this?
Turkey tail, man.
I ain't gonna lie, that goddamn seasoning is hitting. It got a little spice to it.
Which seasoning? Which one is it?
Whatever the sauce that is.
Oh, okay, on the cow foot. Yeah.
See, they'll get me. You hit the cow foot with the sauce, you'll get me like that. Let's see, turkey tail?
Yeah, turkey tail. Trophy.
You hear that? It's chewy.
You like it? You don't like it?
It ain't bad.
Okay.
It's a little chewy, but it ain't bad.
Okay.
I could eat this. Like, I could bite it again.
Okay. You do it again. Shout out to Ike's, man.
I could do that again. Yeah, the turkey tail ain't bad.
Okay.
It reminds me of chicken gizzards.
Okay.
Turkey tail actually good.
As you think about it, huh? You on that Jell-O?
Yeah, that's Jell-O with the turkey tail. That's Jell-O with the turkey tail. Now,
Not bad.
yeah, I'm turned to a little lunch.
Now, what you gonna do with the snail?
Okay, now. This is a snail.
Now, I don't know if you ever been to West Africa, but yeah, you there right now. Your passport getting stamped.
This is a snail. Now, this is a snail.
What we gonna do with that?
Zoom in on this snail. This is a snail.
Yeah.
This is a fucking snail. This is insane. I'm about to eat a snail. I feel like I'm on Fear Factor.
A little bit of that? A little bit of that energy?
Nah, I ain't gonna lie. You see how that look right there? I'm probably eating snail. All right, so you want me to chew this?
I mean, just see. I mean,
bro, I just licked it and I just tasted salt.
You like the sauce?
I pass on the snail.
You pass on the snail?
I licked it and I was just playing licking it.
Yeah. We're going to have a part 2, man, with you.
But one thing about it, this cow tail and this, what this is, turkey tail.
Mm-hmm. Cow foot and the turkey tail?
You know, turkey tail and jollof rice on point.
Okay. But let me ask you this. You know, in a poly relationship, does it have to be 50-50 with the woman?
Like, what do you mean?
It's splitting bills, expenses.
I mean, with me in a relationship, it ain't going to be 50-50 nothing. I mean, I can only say, like, if I'm good, I'm covering everything.
Okay.
My girl ain't going to have to spend nothing, really. Mm-hmm. And if you want to go spend it, if I'm good, if I'm rich, why would I make my woman spend money?
Got it.
I'm rich. That's the perks of being with me. You ain't got to spend nothing. Like, the bills paid, everything. This our crib. Like, come on, this the house. This my wife. She good forever. Like, what they say? When they say the man that find his wife, something like that. What's that?
He who findeth the good woman, I think. I'm not
he
sure.
He who findeth the good woman, findeth the wife, or something like that. Bro, I got me a good woman. My good woman ain't got to lift a finger.
Okay.
Unless she want to. But the type of woman that I know that I'm going to have is still going to lift a finger, even though she don't know, she don't got to. Yeah. She's still going to figure out things that she can do to keep her emotion and keep life going, even if it's just supporting me and being my backbone. But if I'm not in position like that and I'm fucked up and we got a 50-50 until I can take off, we going 50-50 it. Or if I got a 25% and then she got a 75%, whatever it may be, it's gonna be that, because I feel like we create our own narrative in a relationship. My relationship will never be based off of what other people's narrative is, or what other people say. Well, even if somebody say, well, I'm traditional. Back in the days, my grandmama and granddaddy is dead. So I don't want to hear nothing about no dead people back in 1960s when life was totally different than they is in the 2000s in this generation. Gotcha. People was not how they is back in the days, how they is now. So we create our own motion, our own wave, and our own way of life. But as a man, if I'm in position, my woman ain't doing nothing.
Got you. A couple quick questions, man, as we wrap things up. I saw the post you made where you photoshopped yourself with Lori Harvey.
That was not a Photoshop.
That was you and her?
Why would you say
that?
She
jumped in the DM?
She was the only girl that I responded to in the DM. Yeah, me and Lori been rocking with each other. Like, me and Lori been off and on for a minute. Every time she get with somebody, I respect the game. Then every time they fall out, she come back to me. Well, me and Lori been rocking. Shout out to you, baby.
That's what's up, man.
That's not. Please don't do that, bro. Cause it's really like you trying to make me look like I'm weird. Like I Photoshop stuff. Like, I ain't weird, bro. Don't do me like that.
I apologize.
I came on this podcast thinking we was gonna be respectful to each other.
I apologize.
Don't do that,
Chaotic.
Bro. Don't do that.
I apologize.
Thank you, bro. Cause
I actually, really,
I don't Photoshop.
You a hero.
Yeah.
These women, you a hero. So I'm really like speaking out of amazement.
You know, it's all gravy, bro. I know what it was. It's like it's so unbelievable. It's like, bro, that got to be a Photoshop. That's how I'm gonna take it, like you said. But it wasn't a Photoshop.
Man, listen, Khaotic.
Lori Harvey she got my name tatted.
Really?
Yeah, I ain't even tell nobody. This is my first time telling somebody.
We got it. Look, Khaotic, right now, I know you got a lot of things to do. You talked about that video that you got coming up, man. I hope you'll come back to the Culture Club.
I love it here.
We are uncensored, so we like to make sure we can peel some things back, talk about it, man. But thank you, brother,
Thank you for having me, my brother.
You know
I
what I mean?
appreciate you for having me.
You know, appreciate you being a good sport on Truth and Taste. And, you know, listen, man, let's keep building. Maybe we're going to get over to, to one of these countries outside. You know
Yeah, man, let's take a trip, man. And then, like, that's really what, if we take a trip together, I could fly. I could send a jet to fly.
You know some folks.
Yeah, I got the girl. So that way you can see in real life, like,
real
damn,
time.
like, this boy really do
Khaotic
this.
working it. Yeah.
He really, like, boy, we was, you heard me?
Yeah. There it is, man. Shout out to Khaotic, man.
Boola.
Loving hip hop Miami, loving hip hop Atlanta. Appreciate him stopping through and getting that passport stamped up, man. We're going to see you next time.